Humans make mistakes, but some could have cost them their lives. Today we're counting down the top 10 most shocking human errors. Number 1 will absolutely shock you, so stay until the end. Which mistake scares you most? Comment below. Coming in at number 10, divers ignoring the depths. In the year 2000, a group of divers was exploring a deep underwater cave in the Caribbean. They completely underestimated how dark and narrow the passage really was. One diver accidentally kicked the cave floor, and sediment rose instantly, turning the water completely black. They couldn't see each other or the cave walls. Panic started to set in. Every single breath mattered to avoid running out of oxygen. It was their quick thinking and teamwork that ultimately saved them. In 2012, another diver in a nearby cave nearly drowned after ignoring a very similar hazard. Over 1,000 divers get lost in underwater caves each year, and tragically some never return. Could you stay calm in total darkness? Let me know in the comments. Number 9 on our list, the skier ignoring avalanche warnings. Back in 2015, a skier in the Alps decided to ignore clear avalanche warnings. A huge slab of snow broke loose and buried him for almost an hour. Luckily, nearby rescuers managed to save him, but it could have easily been fatal. Avalanches kill over 150 people every year, and most of them die after ignoring official warnings. The thing is, snow can shift unpredictably, and even experts can misjudge the risk. Would you ever risk skiing off-piste? At number 8, we have sailors leaving safety equipment behind. Way back in 1872, a cargo ship set sail with unsecured gear just to save a little time. But during a storm, that heavy equipment broke loose, injuring the crew and damaging the cargo. Small oversights at sea can quickly escalate into major disasters. In fact, most maritime injuries are actually caused by human error, not by the storms themselves. A yacht crew in 2010 faced similar injuries after they ignored basic safety checks. It just goes to show how critical those small details are. Number 7 is a terrifying one, a pilot misreading an altimeter. In 1990, a private pilot misread his altimeter while flying near a mountain ridge. The plane got dangerously close to the side of the mountain. A split-second correction was all that saved the flight from disaster. Over 50% of small plane accidents come directly from pilot error. It happened again in 2007 when a similar misreading caused a crash in Canada, though thankfully with only minor injuries. Moving on to number 6, the explorer who ignored weather reports. In 1913, a polar explorer completely disregarded severe weather warnings. The team got stranded on the ice, facing brutal frostbite and starvation. Only by rationing their food and working together did they survive. It's a stark reminder that weather kills more explorers than dangerous terrain or wild animals. Even in modern times, a hiking expedition in 1998 faced a sudden blizzard and barely made it out alive. We're halfway through. At number 5, we have the freediver who exceeded their limits. In 2018, a freediver attempted a record dive without any backup support. At a depth of 40 meters, their oxygen ran dangerously low. A rescue team had to intervene just in the nick of time. The leading cause of death in freediving is shallow water blackout, which can happen suddenly. Another diver in 2020 fainted at 35 meters, but was thankfully rescued safely. Which of these mistakes so far could you see yourself making? Number 4 on our list is the climber without safety gear. In 2005, a rock climber decided to skip using harnesses to save time on a climb. A slip halfway up the rock face almost led to a fatal fall. It was pure luck that they survived. Over 100 climbers die each year simply because they ignored basic safety gear. A very similar climbing accident in 2017 mirrored this same error, with the climber only surviving due to sheer chance. Cracking our top 3 at number 3, the hiker who ignored trail signs. In 2012, a hiker decided to leave the marked trails and venture into a dense forest. They were lost for 3 days with no food or water, facing cold nights and close encounters with wildlife. Rescuers eventually found the hiker, weak but alive. It is a sobering fact that most hiker rescues happen because people wander off the designated trail signs. It's so easy to get disoriented out there. At number 2, we have the scientist who entered an unstable cave. In 2016, a cave researcher seriously underestimated the stability of the rock formations around her. Without warning, rocks collapsed, trapping her and causing minor injuries. It could have easily been fatal. Many cave-related deaths occur because people misjudge the geology. A similar collapse in 2019 injured 2 other explorers, highlighting how unpredictable these environments can be. And now for the #1 human error that almost cost a life. The deadly dive, a mistake that shocked even the experts. In 1999, a diver completely ignored deep-sea safety protocols. At a depth of 60 meters, they became disoriented and almost ran out of air. The rescue team that saved them called it the closest call they had ever witnessed. At this depth, one single miscalculation is instantly fatal. In fact, another diver in 2003 survived a near-identical mistake, and their story is now used in safety training to show just how wrong things can go. Mistakes happen, but some could cost you your life. Which human error on our list shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real stories and mysteries. Thanks for watching.